Check, check, check. Okay, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Check, 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 check. Okay, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, I can see the chat now. What's up, Miss Trisha? What's up, Darnell? What's up, Crazy Eight? Barbershop, what's you know, what you know? Mac Mobile, what's happening? What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Barnes, what's up? I'm trying to get my audio because I can't hear anything on my audio right now. Let me see if I've got my hold on. Maybe I have it set to the wrong. I have my microphone set to the wrong input. So I'm gonna reset my input on my other one and make sure that I have the right one. So okay, can you I think I can double up on that one. Okay. I'm gonna try to link into the buses too, guys. So I know y'all are not on. Oh, and Instagram is not on, but I'll get it on probably tomorrow because we're doing another account on that one. My regular account is fine, but I told you guys before I don't want to have to keep going in and setting up and resetting up and applying and replying. All the type of stuff is too much. It's way too much. I want to be able to press one button and just go, and it just pop in and go. Yeah, I should just it should just press one button and go. Go ahead with hold on, because if you are, I did see that. Thank you, Curtis. I did see that on chapter three and chapter four. The same thing that was happening last year was happening again, but we should have that fixed today. I had some guy. They showed me this morning, and I said, no, that's not the way it works. And then I had to show them how it worked. But I don't want y'all having to do all of that on chapter three for the mobile phone school. I don't want y'all to have to go through because you're having to go from um, one one program to another program and then back and forth. And that's where a lot of people are getting kind of mixed up. Because remember, guys, let me tell you something. Um, the setup that we have right now for the school used to be way more complex, and it was more um, comprehensive. You had to do a whole bunch of more jumping through hoops, if you will, and it's way easier than what it was before. You had to use your phone and had to use an actual laptop and had to have both of them working together and synced up together in order to even log into the school. So we fixed that and kind of not necessarily fix it because that's the way it worked. We made it a little bit easier because a lot of people were getting stumped, okay, from that program and how it worked. Um, a lot of the elements of the program we had in place were very complicated and very difficult to execute. Even I was going through it and I was like, oh, they're not gonna be able to understand this. Even though the purpose, and I'll say this again to people that are watching. I got a lot of people that watch, and a lot of people that be in their mind. They'll say, "Oh man, oh, I'm ready. Give me this bus. I'm ready to get into this bus." And I have to explain to them. I said, "Look, this is not you going to a dealership and just putting down $5,000 and saying, 'Hey, give me a car. Give me the car keys and let's go. Let me get in this car and drive off and get to doing business.'" No, this is a business. This is a full-scale business. And not only that, this is not a $30,000 or $40,000 car. This is $150,000 huge bus. It's a business. So You're not going to just get in here and just drive off, because we used to do that. Remember, guys, when we first got started, we were buying used buses and fixing them up. They were still good buses, but they were used buses, and we were putting people in left and right, just putting people in buses, putting them in, go, just go do it. Let's make all the money. Let's get it. And we had so many car wrecks, so many tickets from police, so many people that were getting into a vehicle, because this vehicle driving like this. And most of these people could not drive that. Even though you didn't need a CDL, the larger ones you need a CDL, but these you can just drive, regular with your regular driver's license. But most of the people did not know how to drive a minibus, okay? Because this is a bus. This is a large scale minibus. Most people can't drive it, and they get scared. Like especially the smaller petite stylists, they'll get behind the wheel and they're, oh my God, look at all of this bus. Oh my God. And then we had car wrecks. They were running over the line. They were running over people. We had people tapping other people's cars. They would step on the brakes. And when they step on the brakes, all the stuff, because they didn't secure all of the stuff in the back. They didn't secure the stuff in the back. They'll step on the brake and everything would just boom, and just fall all over the floors and jars and everything breaking, and shampoo bottles, everything just exploding everywhere, because they didn't know. We didn't have the school then, okay? So they didn't know what they were supposed to be doing. They didn't know how to set themselves up to drive a actual mobile salon, okay? So we had to go through, and we were hands-on then. We were hands-on. So we're helping, okay, now get into it, and we're right beside them, leaning over the driver's seat, and like, okay, stay in this lane. Okay, now, okay, wait, so I'm gonna move over. Okay, put your blinker on first. Okay, now you want to look at you got two mirrors, and you want to look at the mirror, and you don't have a rear view mirror, you just have a side mirror, so you're not gonna be able to see what's behind you. You're only gonna be able to see what's on side of you, and then you make it in. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, because we were not just taking someone's, back then it was like a down payment. It was a down payment because you were paying for your bus, and you were literally financing it. Okay. And the buses back then, they were like 40 grand, 40 or 50,000. Okay. Because they were used buses. We were saying, yeah, this is your down payment, and we financed the rest to a bank. Okay. Because we had good relationship with our bank. And almost probably 80% of the people that came through that were wanting to get done, we could not get done at all. Nobody had credit. Nobody. I mean, everybody that came through the system, everybody that tried to come through the course was not able to get done because they had no credit. Okay. And the bank turned them down automatically. For 40 grand, the bank turned them down. Okay. And we went through that over and over and over and over again. We got content when we first started this course. We showed some of those highlights of what was happening when we was trying to get people into the school to get done. It was to get into the program, basically selling them a bus to get them done, and it just wasn't working. So we created the program. We created the we call it a funding program. It's not a financing, because we're not financing anything. Okay, we're funding the bus, meaning we have a sponsor that comes in and they're putting the monies up to actually get the bus built and secured and set up and customized and everything and on the road. And you're getting into that bus and you're rolling off and you're making money to pay that bus off. So even though it's funded, and I see a lot of questions here. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Maureen. And I see a couple of you other people that are asking how much is a bus and how do you get started and all that. I'm talking about the program right now. Okay, and I'm talking about it for a reason, because I get so many questions, especially when I don't go live, and I put either a video up. That's why I don't like putting reruns or videos up, because there's so many people that still come in and they'll ask a whole bunch of questions that I can't just type up, and splash out the answer, because they want to ask the question and they want to hear the answer coming out. But that's problematic too, because you'll ask a question and you'll say, hey, how much is a bus? And I told y'all this before. And when you ask that question, how much is a bus? And then I come back, oh, well, the buses, they run anywhere from 100, 150,000, and they go up from there depending on what you put in the bus, because you're designing your own bus. So if you want high-end things, if you want the extra special lighting with the dimmable bulbs, and you want your face embroidered or your logo embroidered on the seat, if you want gold-plated shampoo bowls, we don't care. We can do it all. Okay. If you want any of those things, depending on how many televisions you want, how many satellites you want, how many batteries and solar panels you want on there to be able to go all day long and never have to charge up, and all this stuff. All of these things will add in and factor into the cost. Okay, so it depends on what you are wanting, and what you're wanting to do with your bus. That's the pricing. That's how much things cost. But you can safely remind yourself to a range of 100 to 150,000. Right now it's 150,000 because everything has went through the roof. Okay, all pricing on everything has went through the roof. And now that we do have more employees. I just came back from one of our factories where we're building and putting more trainees on. Thank you, Sid. Okay, thank you, Sid. Appreciate it. We're putting more trainees on the floor to build the buses. But it is going to be hella expensive. It's going to be hella expensive. And I'm coming across people just every single day. We already have an extreme backup on everybody. That's the people that are wanting to get into the program by itself. Okay, our waiting list. We talked about that the other day. Okay, our waiting list is over 1,000 people. Okay, flat out, just over 1,000 people has already filled out applications and is just sitting on the waiting list. We have to take this thing step by step because of how detrimental the program is as a whole. Like I told y'all before, when we first started out and getting this program on the road, everybody and their mama felt like, look, here go my money, just give me a bus and let me go do my thing. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did, because I would get paid. I would get super money, because I could just put a whole bunch of people in buses, just put them in buses and ride out. Because I have an account. I work with Ford, I work with Mercedes, I work with Chevy, I work with all these different companies, and I have an account they'll just give me buses. They'll give me however many I want. They'll give me however many buses I can afford. They'll give them to me, and I just rock and roll. It's like a dealership. If you guys have been to a dealership, all of y'all have been to a dealership. Y'all know what a dealership looks like. When you go out there, what do y'all see on these dealership lots? Y'all see 2 cars, 3, 4, 5 cars? No, you see hundreds of them, hundreds of cars. Why? Because the dealership has deals and contracts with the manufacturer, with Ford, with Chevy, with Mercedes, with Lexus, with BMW, with whoever the cars or vehicles that they're selling. They have deals with those manufacturers, and those manufacturers, they'll put Tesla, all of them. They'll build the cars, pump them out, and then send them to you and say, hey, sell them. They'll send you hundreds. They'll send you 100 cars if you need it, if you want it. If you can move that many cars, if you want to sign your name against that many cars, okay. But best believe at the end of the day, you're gonna be responsible for that many cars. Okay, so I can get as many vehicles as I want, but that's not the problem. The problem is, who are you gonna put behind the wheel of these vehicles? Everybody ain't me. I'm an excellent driver. I've never, ever had any wrecks whatsoever in my no. I had one wreck in my entire life. That was in my Cadillac. Oh man, that was when I was 19 years old. I was going up a bridge when the snow. And y'all know, I'm from Texas, in Dallas. We don't do good in the snow, but still wasn't my fault. I'm coming up on the hill in the snow, and my car just wouldn't go, and that baby just started sliding back down. It started sliding back down, and I had to cut the wheel to cut and curb and literally slide into the embankment on a bridge that's like an overpass. And I had to cut my wheel to slide and turn and basically wedge my car up into the turnpike, to keep it from sliding all the way down into oncoming traffic. Now, I didn't wreck anything or tear anything up, but I call it, I would classify it as a crash, but I mean, or accident, or incident, if you will. But it was just to get out of the way and not cause any further damage. That's the only thing. That's the only time I ever was out of control in a vehicle where it's oh my God. But it wasn't in slow motion and all that type of stuff. But I say that to say this: I'm an excellent driver. Okay. The people around me and my mechanics, my drivers, my instructors, all of them are excellent drivers. I roll with them. I've never had a issue or problem with any of these guys. The people that I've chosen and that I put in buses has been excellent drivers because I rode with them, before we put them in buses and so on and so forth. But I know them. I know them directly. We're engaging back and forth and so on and so forth. What happens when you got 100 folk, 100 people that you don't know, and they're expecting you to let them give you $5,000 and then you hand them keys to a $150,000 bus? Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Only because, like I said before, once you get out there and you start driving, if you don't know how to handle this big ass bus, you finna have an accident. And it's not you that they're going to come after when you ram into their car, or you get over and you didn't see this little bitty car, this little Toyota on the side of you, and you just get over this way or get over that way because you're not paying attention, or you back into somebody because you can't, you don't know how to pull up the digital display for the backup camera on the bus or whatever, all kinds of things, and you are the cause of an accident. They're not going to come after you. They're going to come after Mobilon. They're coming after me because it's our name on the bus. Remember, it's not your bus yet. You didn't pay $150,000. You only paid $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever you paid. You didn't pay $150,000. Therefore, the bus and the business, the whole platform, the whole profile still belongs to us. Just like when you go to a dealership and you put your down payment on a vehicle, they're going to give you the keys and let you roll off, but that's not your car. That's not your car. Not yet, it didn't. Once you make all of your payments, you make that last payment, then it's your car. Then it's your car. And guys, I'm telling y'all, it may seem kind of common sense to y'all right now, but I promise you, if I let y'all on some of the phone calls that I have, or if I let y'all talk to some of the people that contact us, y'all will swear up and down that buses cost $5,000. Yeah, these $150,000 buses cost $5,000 because everybody wants one right now today. As soon as they give you $5,000, they want a $150,000 bus right now today. It doesn't work like that. I wish it would, and I promise you, with my hand to God Himself, I would give you keys. Everybody that give $5,000, I would rather not even have a school. I'd rather you give me $5,000 and it's not even a down payment. I told you, it's a deposit towards your bus. We don't make any money off y'all. We don't make any money off y'all getting into this business and getting into buses. We make money off advertising on these buses. The more people I can get on buses and get out onto these streets, the more money I make. I would hand every one of you Hey, I would hand every last one of y'all keys to buses and say, go and enjoy yourself. Have fun. Enjoy yourself all you want to, because the more people I put on the road, the more money I make. I make my money off advertising, not off y'all. Y'all don't make enough money for me. Y'all don't make enough money for Mobilon or Hair Art or any phases of this company. We have to get our money from big, multi-billion-dollar companies. That's what we do. So you have to understand the complexity of what we're doing to move us into a area. And I'm going somewhere with this, so stay with me. We're moving everyone into a phase this year that is going to be easier, more efficient, more effective, and safer to put people into buses. Okay, we even have the vans. We even have the Sprinter vans. Okay, because I didn't like Sprinter vans. I didn't like the Sprinter vans or the transit vans. The Sprinters and the Transits and the Chevy whatever they're called vans. They're long wheelbase, and you can set them up on the inside. They look real nice. Everything works on it. Everything's good. We've done several of them, but I didn't like them because they didn't have the feel for them. I wish I could turn my camera on. I mean, turn my pictures on, but I don't want to mess nothing up. I got everything working, so I don't want to mess nothing up. We did a test yesterday, and now everything works very, very well. We didn't have any problems with it glitching out or turning off or anything like that. So I'm going to be testing it as far as moving into transitions, going into websites, pulling up pictures, videos to explain to y'all what's going on, and different little elements or whatever. But for right now, we're just talking. So when I'm creating the buses and the new buses, we even have the Sprinter buses, we even have the vans that will quote unquote make it easier for people to transition. So instead of driving a big bus, like a bus, they can drive the smaller vans. You see what I'm saying? So you can get into the smaller vans. Hey, Karen, yeah, you can go ahead. Let me clear your name real quick, and I'll see if I have something. Hey, Miss Veronique, I see you popped in. Hey, Ed, I see you popped in. Let's see. What's up, old school? I see you popped in. Trisha, I saw you. Okay. Bubble B, what's up, Bubble? All right. Casey, what's up, Casey? Welcome in. Thank you, sir. And Shake, what's up, Shake? Okay, I see a bunch of people popped in. How y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We're just talking about some staples. We're talking about some staples of the business itself right now, because I am having a nightmare of a time right now with everybody coming in, and barbers, stylists, nail technicians, massage therapists, estheticians, you name it. Everybody's coming in and they want a bus. They want a business. They don't want, because remember, I told you guys before, if y'all can go out and spend $100,000 and put a bus together, set it up, or come to us and say, hey, here's $100,000, here's $150,000, just build me a bus and let me go and buy my business. I don't want to do no school. I don't want to do no training. I don't want to do no partnership. I don't want to do no franchise. I don't want to do any of that shit. Just here's my $150,000. Build me a bus in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and hand me the keys and let me do my business. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Hand it here. We will contract you, sign a name, put everything on paper, design it up, digital design, the whole 9 yards. Boom, we're out of there. And I'll put my car, and I'll skip you ahead of everybody else and get you going. Guys, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. The reason why that doesn't happen is because there are so many rules, regulations, laws, new applications that they are deploying right now, that if you was to get out here on these streets and you don't have proper backup, you don't have proper guidance, you don't have proper protocol, proper paperwork, proper licensing, proper permits, you are going to fail. You're going to fail. I promise you with everything. I will bet you $1 million of my own money. I will bet you $1 million you will not last 1 year. Not 1 year. I've had to, I'm sorry guys to be rude and crass and kind of negative, but I've seen it happen way too many times just here, just me doing what I'm doing right here, right now. I've had cats call me with every story you can imagine. They're coach, I set this by. I went and bought me a bus on Craigslist, and man, I set it up, and it was nice, man. It was cool. It was everything I had. It had all this stuff in it. I can send you pictures of it, and everything cool. But man, this happened and that happened and then this happened and then I don't know what happened with the this and the that, and then man, the police was tripping on me because I didn't have this, and man, I went in and I was sparking it, and then here come the next phone call. Yes, sir. I set up me but my father-in-law bought me a van, and he helped me to set this up and put it in, and I went in, and then I started doing hair, and I had so many problems with this, and it had so many problems with that, and it just didn't do this, and I wanted to do that, and they couldn't do that, and da 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 da. It's just problem after problem after problem that pops up. That is a part of the game. It is nothing out of the ordinary. Absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. It's regular. The only difference that we have here is that we have your back. That's the only difference. We have your back here. You're not out there on your own. Okay, I've had cats call me, man, I went and I parked at the nightclub, man, and I was doing hair, and then security came out and we got into an argument. They tripping, talking about, I need to have a permit to park here. I couldn't do hair. And man, they tripping. And then they called the police on me. Police came out, told me where my license, and I showed them my license. They told me where the license for the bus at. And I'm like, man, what's going on? Then they end up towing my bus and No. We have your license. We have your permits. We have your certificates. We have your lending. We have your approvals. We have your mobile COs. People don't even realize there's such thing as a mobile CO. You know what a CO is? A certificate of occupancy. There's a mobile CO. That means wherever you are, you have to have a CO. For wherever, if you go and open up a business right now today, say you open up a nail shop or a barber shop or a donut shop, a restaurant, a bookstore, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to file with the city and tell the city who you are and what you do in this business, right? You're going to have to give them your address, give them your phone number, give them all your particulars, give them your information, your tax forms, everything you're going to need to operate business in this little this little building. When you do that, they are going to come in, and I have a little seminar thing that I show people how it all works to set all this up. Many of you guys are business owners, so y'all already know this, but the second part will kind of, that'll grab you, that'll bring you back home. So when you open up a little convenience area, they have, you know how they have a bunch of different stores lined up in the area you buy, you rent out section 708, and 708 is yours, and you go and get a CO for 708. You go to the city, you submit your plans, you let them know what you're going to do. They'll tell you, oh, you need a restroom for this, you need this much space for that, you can only have this many tables in, here's your occupancy, this is how many people you can have, you can't go over this amount of people in your establishment, and all of they tell you what you can and cannot do in your business. Okay, that's for a quote unquote brick and mortar. We call them brick and mortar. That's a building that does not go anywhere. That's a physical location. 708 at this building. You're in number 708. When you set everything up and you get it all good and ready to roll, they still have to come out and inspect you. You still have to get what's called a green tag. They got red tags and green tags. You have to get a green tag on all of your equipment. Okay, all of your plumbing, all of your electrical, any foundational work, any structural work that you've done, anything that you're doing in that facility, you have to get a green tag, which means they come in, they inspect it, they say, hey, it is safe for the public to come into this establishment and do business with you. We sign off on it. This inspector signs off, that inspector signs off, this inspector, that inspector, and you'll collect green tags, okay, for all of the different inspectors that'll come out and green tag. If they see something they don't like, they'll red tag you, which means you have to go and get it fixed. And then they have to come out and do another inspection to get your green tag. Once you collect all your green tags, then you'll get your CO, okay, and then you can open up for business. And then a whole nother world of business headaches start to happen from there. We have something new. It's called a mobile CO. A mobile CO is the same as CO, except you're on the move. You're mobile, which makes it way more of a headache for the inspectors because they don't know where you are. There's no hard address. And I've actually fought for us to not have a hard address for you to have to be at, because that makes it harder for us to conduct business if we have to have a physical location to go along with our mobile location. That's unnecessary. What's the fucking point for us having a mobile location if we also have to have a physical location? That's unnecessary. So we have been fighting to only have to have what's called a GPS tracking address. That means anytime the city wants to find where we are or where this business is, where this bus is, all they have to do is pull it up on the GPS tracking system and they'll see exactly where the bus is. Okay. Therefore, it operates sort of like a physical location. Okay. No one else has that. We're the only ones who have that system. It's like $10,000, like $11,000 per bus, because you have to get each and every single bus registered on that GPS tracking system, and they have to be able to be pulled up by the actual organization that wants to look up. That's the city, that's the state, that's the inspector's office, that's the tax where you get your EIN and your tax identification number. They have to be able to look you up. That's the state comptrollers. They have to be able to look you up in order to get your corporation, because every bus is incorporated, okay, for safety and for security, so that if something happens, you can't get sued and then they come and take your home or something like that, or come and take my home. They definitely can't take my home. But every bus is incorporated, so it gives an added level of security. So all of these different things. And then you go into a whole nother world of permits. This is where you can't just drive to a Walmart and park and just start doing hair. You got to have a permit to do that. You got to have a permit from the city, a permit from the state, and then permission from Walmart to park there and do hair. Same thing if you're going to a nightclub, if you're going to an apartment complex or school or college or anywhere you want to go and park and do hair, you have to have permission to do so. You have to have a permit to do so, and you have to have a license to do so. And now, as of 2025, we're just finding this out. I have a whole show we're going to do about this. Now your insurance, now our insurance has to reflect every single location that you park and do hair. Guys, it is a nightmare. It is a reason why. Okay, This is the way it works. Our insurance um, is one of the most important elements that we have, because if anything happens, we have to be able to insure it. Uh, your insurance is not just for driving on the road. It's not just for if you get into an accident or a wreck with someone. That's not what it's for. Or that's not the only thing it's for. It covers it, but it's not what the only thing it's for. Our insurance is for operation. Okay, it's for doing business. If you go into a restaurant and you eat some food and that food is poisonous at this spaghetti place, and then now all of a sudden people start getting sick, or some type of bacteria or something broke out because they wasn't keeping the sauce or something at the right temperature or whatever, and people just start getting sick. That's what their insurance is for. Because all of a sudden here come a whole bunch of patrons and customers suing the restaurant because they got sick. Okay, that's what your insurance is for. Okay, if someone walks in and you got the rug crumpled all up and there's ripples in the rug, and then some old lady falls and breaks her hip while she's trying to get to a table, that's what your insurance is for. Okay, and then a whole bunch of other things your insurance is for. Okay, that's what we cover. That's what our sponsors cover. That's what our insurance company covers. Okay, I'm just I see a bunch of questions. And what about I see people, what about the if we have customers that come in from the other customers? I see you guys. I'm not going to be able to answer all of you guys' questions. One, because if you're not a part of the school or a part of the program, I'm not going to answer your question anyway. You're not with us, so I'm not going to just give you free game. I'm not gonna serve you and fill you up with all of the information that makes you be able to be our competition. We don't do that. Okay. But I will give you the information of what this industry, this program, this business, what it evolves to, what is cracked up to be, so that you're not coming in blind. Okay, that's what it's about. Because everybody will get real filled up in the head. They'll see people right now. They'll see my guys right now making $1,000 to $2,000 a day. A day. They'll see my guys making $1,000 to $2,000 a day, Cadillacing. They're not even working hard. They're not even breaking a sweat. They're Cadillacing, making money that's just lovely, lovely, right? And then they say, oh, I want that, I gotta have that. Oh man, oh man. Then they'll see the power, they'll see the beautifulness of, man, I ain't gotta clock in nowhere. I ain't gotta go and meet and be friends with nobody. I can just drive and cruise and kick it and enjoy myself, breathe in the fresh air. And everywhere I go, I'm on the clock. Everywhere I go, I'm already at work. That's beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. That's lovely. I can do a head of hair and then run an errand, go into the Target and get some groceries, and I'm still at work. I'm still at work. I could do somebody here right there in the parking lot. I'm still at work. I can go and pick up the kids and have them sit in the back and sit on the sofa and watch cartoons, surf the internet, play video games while I'm still at work. I'm still at work. I can go to the park. I can literally cruise and go and pull right up to the park and go and sit on the swing and just breathe fresh air and feed the ducks until my client pulls up, and then we jump on the bus, and then I whip her hair and get on up out of here. And then I say, let's go get some more money, and pull off to go get some more money. Yeah, yeah, I understand. That's lovely. That's beautiful. That sounds really, really great. Really, really great. I ain't even covered all of the great part, the parts that make your head blow off. Like there's a concert in town. We're paid. We're covered. My bus, my services has been retained for this concert. They want me and 4 other buses to come and take care of the band and the crew and the singers and some people and some VIPs that's going to be at this concert. Bam, I'm in there. Hook me up, sign me. Where's my phone? Let me put it in. Boop, 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 boop. All right, bus number 708. Bum, bum, bum. My name is da 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 da. And yes, I do this type of hair. Da da da. They requested me. Bam. And this how much they paying? Ooh, $1,500 real quick. Okay, for 2 hours worth of work. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Sign me up. And I'm gonna hit the concert afterwards because I'm gonna be done. Yes. Yes, that's very nice. That's very nice. Don't We ain't gonna even talk about flying anywhere or going on consignment or doing any type of VIP events or corporate events or anything like that. That's big money. That's big money. So yeah, yeah, all of that's beautiful. All that's beautiful. Plus a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, all that's beautiful. But you got to get through the first part. You got to get through the first part. You got to get through the part that says, hey, do I know what I'm doing? Can I actually do this thing? Can I show the company that I am valuable, that I'm not finna excuse my language, but I'm not finna fuck nothing up. I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna get in the bus. I'm not gonna run over folk. I'm not gonna get mad and angry and do road rage. I'm not gonna be missing in action when I'm supposed to be at this location and I'm way low across town because I can't find out where to go. I'm not. I had guys, and y'all know I don't pride myself on picking on folk because everybody mess up. But I had so many people that did not know how to use our Mobilon app that tells you, like the Google Maps that tells you go here, take a left, take a right, turn here, go down the street, da, 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 da. It tells you exactly where to go to hit your next appointment. I had so many people that did not know how to use that program and that app. We had to change the program and make it even more simplistic. We had to make it even easier to use because they couldn't figure it out. It's bad. It's pretty bad. We've had to change and alter the school about 15, 16 times. 15 to 16 times because we've had so many people say, I don't understand how do I do, what do I need to do for what I can't, ooh. It's bad. It's bad. And again, I told y'all before, I'm the one that takes responsibility. So I'm the one that steps in and say, okay, well, let's figure out what they're not getting and try to smooth out the rough edges even more. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we can't sit up here and say, well, I went through it. It was just fine. Well, everybody ain't you. Okay. So let's make sure we're not, and we can't dumb it all the way down. We can't dumb it all the way down, obviously, but we can't leave it at Einstein level either. So we have to find that sweet spot, if you understand what I'm saying. That's what this whole story, this whole episode is about. Who are you? Because we need to find out who the people are that's coming into the school, that's coming into the program. Guys, my last books, we've returned so many people's money to them, and I can safely say almost every single one of them did not want to be put out of the course. Nobody wanted to get a refund and be kicked out of the course. Nobody wanted to leave the course, obviously. But because sponsors and our evaluators, our instructors and the agents was like, nah, you're not gonna get it. you're not gonna get it. This is not for you. And that I hate it. It hurts me, but I have to be a realist. I have to be I have to take it up under very strong and responsible, respectable advisement and say, look, dude, everybody ain't you. Everybody ain't well, I can't even use names, but everybody ain't you. Everybody ain't you. Okay, you know how to read. Look at my face. Seriously, guys, look at my face. Everybody ain't you. You know how to read. I know how to read. But everybody ain't us. You understand what I'm saying without saying it? Okay. In this business, you have to know how to read. I can't, guys. I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. And look, wait, hold on. I see what you're saying. I saw somebody tell me that was rude. Hold on, who said that? That's not rude. That's not rude. That's not rude. That's real. That's real. That's real. You. Who said that? Hold on. I'm not gonna block you. I ain't gonna kick you out. I don't want to see who said it. Hold on. No, I'm running out of time. Listen. That's not rude. It's real. You have to know how to read in order to do this business. Once again, once you own the bus, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You can leave the program and enjoy yourself and do whatever you want to do with the bus. That is your bus. It's your bus. You can drive it off a cliff if you want to, right into the river. We don't care. It's your bus. But if you're going to stay in the business, in this organization where we cover you, where our sponsors cover you, they pay for insurance, they pay for licensing, they pay for permits. We have an attorney firm that literally covers everything we do. Okay, they have events, they have contracting, they have customer acquisition, where they literally build your customer base. They find you customers, just like Uber. You don't go out there looking for people to drive and chauffeur around for Uber. Uber does that for you. So do we. We get clientele. We bring customers to the table. So these are the types of things that I'm talking about. Jerry, the fast track program, I'll address this real quick, then I have to go. The fast track program is for people that pay the because you got the $5,000 to get into the program. Okay, all of it is a deposit, regardless. Okay, that goes towards your bus. You don't pay us anything. We don't charge anything for this program. We make our money off the advertising. So the monies that you put in, it goes towards your bus. Okay, if you go for the $5,000 deposit, it goes towards your bus. You get into the program, and then we spin it up, and then we ride like that. If you are in a hurry, you're trying to get in and get out, you're trying to get this thing done, and you want to show the sponsors you serious business, you are not one of these knuckleheads out here, you are serious about your game, then yeah, you would go into the fast track program. That's a $25,000 program. That means you're adding on to your $5,000. You're going to the $25,000 mark, to where you letting them know, look, you are not the average cat. You serious about this program, and you got $25,000 towards paying off your bus. And that gives you the fast track program that says, hey, I'm paying for, even though I'm not really paying for it, it's going towards my bus, but I'm putting money in that backs me. I'm saying, give me somebody that's going to work with me directly, so I can get into school and out of the school. So I can get in this bus and out of this bus. So I can get into the program and get my money made. I'm ready to be a millionaire rolling in my own mobile salon bus, and I don't have any type of clamp on me for making money whatsoever. I got plenty of money. I got plenty. I'm making contract after contract. I got deal after deal. I'm advertising. I'm splitting profits with the program and with Mobilon itself. Me and Mobilon making money. So when you advertise on my bus, I'm making money off that advertising as well. That's when you own your bus. That's when you go through the fast track program. And that's just you letting the sponsors know. Everybody has that ability, mind you, because I had someone ask me that the other day. Can I do? When do I get to own, get like a percentage? Everybody is on a fast track program, but you're just working your way up to that point. Everybody starts out at $5,000, and then they start working their way up to the $25,000 mark. Once you hit $25,000, then you're on a fast track program. You get extra help, extra incentive, extra bonuses, and all that type of stuff. So I just tell people, and I created the program to where you can pay literally as soon as you get in. Say, hey man, I don't want to mess around with everybody else. I want to go ahead and hurry up and get to it now. I'm ready to get into a bus now and get moving now. So that gives you your extra support, your extra direct connect to a sponsor, to your instructor, 24-hour assistance, all that type of stuff is the fast track program. And then people were asking about the sponsor or the salon fundraiser. Salon fundraiser is the same thing. That's when you're setting up your salon fundraiser campaign, and you're just raising money to get there. Paying money into your money matching program. Same thing. It gets you there faster. We're trying to get you there faster, because the faster you get to ownership, the more money you make and the more money we make. Oh, it's a lot, guys. It's a whole lot. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll continue on down this road to make sure everybody's understanding what it is we're doing and how we're putting this thing together. Because once you understand it, then you'll be able to utilize it. You'll be able to use it. We're talking about millions of dollars, guys. We're playing with live ammunition over here. This is not a game. If you think it's a game, I suggest you can contact me and ask for your refund today. Okay, you can put up there at the bottom of the page at mobilon.com. Scroll down to the bottom. There's a little link that says cancellation. Click on that link. It'll pop up a cancellation form. Fill that form out. You'll be out of the program. No problems whatsoever. No hard feelings or anything. We have a blacklist. But I've suspended the blacklist. The last part of last year and all up to right now, the blacklist is suspended. If you want to get out of the program, you're welcome to get out of the program. No hard feelings whatsoever. Okay, they're going to reinstitute it later on, but right now you can get out. No hard feelings, no harm done. Okay, you will not be able to come back into the program, but you won't be on the blacklist either. Okay, but it's just a matter of what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a super force for mobile salons. Okay, thank you. I'm finna head out. We're trying to build a super force for mobile salons to make sure that everybody that's in this mother is the real deal, and they serious. Okay, so that's what we're putting together right now. You guys will see it. I promise you, you will see it. We got a couple hundred people that are watching right now. Everybody, all of y'all will see it. It's coming, and it's coming fast and hard. Okay, I want to make sure that everybody that's coming on board is understanding what they're coming on board for and what this thing is about to do. We're about to change the entire industry, the whole industry. The barber and beauty industry. We're changing the whole barber and beauty industry. All the regular stuff sits over there. We're building an entire new thing. Mobile salons is about to be a whole new thing, and you guys are the ones that are bringing that into fruition. You guys, the ones that are still here, y'all are hardcore. I'm here to tell you, y'all are hardcore because y'all are still freaking here, and because y'all are still here, I'm here for you. Everybody that's still here, I'm here for you. I'm fighting just as hard as y'all. If y'all will have seen the crazy shenanigan hell that I just went through for this school, And this program, y'all would shake your head and be like, can't be me. I'm not doing that. I just paid so much money to get the new licensing. We didn't even talk about that for the insurance. I just paid so much money, excess of over $1 million, to get new insurance for these buses, because now you have to have insurance for each and every single location that you go to. What the fuck? Who said this? Who made this? Who created this shit? Our new administration. We have to have security in businesses and what we do. You have to have insurance. Your insurance has to cover each and every single location that you stop at. Every single one of them. So if you're by yourself and you don't have a conglomerate behind you like we do, it will cost you every single location you go to. You will have to have new insurance for every single one of them. We don't have to. We just have to have our coverage expansive, meaning it's elastic. It can go wherever we go, it goes. So we're covered for every location, and we're covered for every bus. So it works like that, but it's expensive as, it is expensive. Very, very expensive. I digress. We'll go into it because you guys need to know. Y'all need to know how this thing works and what you're getting into and what this is all about, because you're going to be millionaires. You guys will be millionaires. You will be running this type of business, so you need to know what it entails for you to be able to expand, grow, get into expanding and franchising and the whole 9 yards, to have a bunch of buses working and operating up under your brand, where you're just chilling and kicking it at home, damn near retired, and your buses is out there running and operating and making you money. This is the industry that we're creating. Okay. All right, guys, let me get up out of here. If you guys have any other questions, y'all can pop them into the chat here. And I'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock. We'll run over some of the new features that we have coming up and the new rules that have came out. We'll run over those as well, and then we'll keep this ball rolling and get it to the point to where we all are on the same page and we're operating this thing. And y'all know my ultimate dream is having a line of buses 100 deep rolling down the road, and it's like a motorcycle game, like the Hells Angels, and it's all mobile salons. Mm-hmm. Ooh, just gangster, millionaires rolling, mobile salons, just a long line of them, just filling up the freeway with mobile salons. Oh, I gotta go. All right, guys, thank you all for coming through. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm running back on the Shops and Salons Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobilon.com, mobalon.com, and sign up. The application's at the top of the page, right hand side. Click on it, fill it out, and submit it back in. If everything's good, contact us and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please donate. We have our own charity. We have multiple charities and an entire company that organizes different mobile charities, and that company is called Mobile Charities. That's a charity company. You go to mobilecharities.org and donate, and those donations will go to the individual charities of your choice, or you can spread it out in the different charities that is in the organization. It is super, super awesome, and it helps us. All right, guys, that'll do it for us for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming through. Please be careful. Respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.